only in Japan.
So here we are in Katakai in Niigata Prefecture. This is a festival that's been held for over 400 years. In this town, they take their fireworks seriously. In fact, there's a shrine dedicated to it. And in Japan, we have something called Hanabi Taikai, which are major festivals for fireworks, often going on for over 2 hours. This one goes on for over 3. In Tokyo, the fireworks may be this big. Here in Katakai, they're this big. This is the Yonshakudama, over 400 kilograms, was in the Guinness Book of World Records a few years ago as being the biggest in the world. And tonight, we're gonna see this go up into the sky. Just how big is this thing?
Japanese firework sizes vary, marked by their number. Numbers 3 and 4 are the most common in the cities because of the tall buildings and dense population. But when you have more space, you can get to the Shakudama, which is number 10 and much larger. Then it goes into crazy mode. The Yonshakudama, invented here in Katakai, is 4 times bigger than that. And that's what we'll see tonight. It's fired from a cannon buried in the ground that's this big. Let's look at Japan's fireworks town of Katakai in Niigata. First, you can see in Tokyo how dense the buildings and population is. Such a crazy idea for supersized fireworks is impossible here. There's no space large enough. But if you cruise on over to Niigata Prefecture on the Sea of Japan side, down there, you'll see the Katakai town is perfect for this kind of insanity. The town is small, only 4,000 people, and the area around it is all rice paddies and fields. The 400-year Katakai Festival is the event of the year in town. People from all over Japan come in buses to experience it. It's also televised nationally because it's the only festival where such a massive firework artillery shell is shot up annually. The love of fireworks can be seen all over the town, like here on the manhole covers. Do you see that vending machine over there? It's wrapped in, you guessed it, the massive Yonshakudama. It also has an impressive lineup of cheap drinks. There's also Yonshakudama Japanese sake, and models of fireworks which make great piggy banks. I visited the inventor of the Yonshakudama in his factory office to learn more.
この片貝というところに片貝祭りっていう祭りがあるんですよね。これがよその祭りとちょっと違うのが花火祭りとよく言われるんですよね。ですからこの祭りをずっと続けるには地元に花火屋さんがないとできない祭り。
You can see all the sizes his factory produces. The models show the insides. The one I'm holding is most commonly fired in urban environments. They can't fire bigger ones than this. The Katakai Matsuri fired up the Sanshakudama for the first time in Japan in over 80 years in 1969. In 1986, Masanori Honda challenged that with the Yonshakudama, the biggest ever. He took me into his factory storehouse to check out what'll be used in the festival. We started with the small ones.
小さい。
第4?
4。内緒。
They're about the size of a grapefruit.
青いリング。
あ、書いた。
で真ん中に蝶々。
はい。
青ワニ蝶。これは専門家しか読めない。
The information, like color, is written on the label. Here's Honda-san's team manufacturing firework shells. Here's the other finished half of the firework ball. They look like melons ready for transport to the supermarket. These number 4 fireworks are being taped up. When finished, the next one starts. Staff needs to be trained and licensed to make fireworks here. taping them well ensures that they'll survive the cannon blast and make it into the air before exploding. The number 4s look so small compared to the number 10 Shakudama.
昔の職人の言葉では見て覚えろと言うんだよ。これも一理あるんですよ。そんなねいちいちね教えられないんだよな。微妙なそのナイフでこう削り出すとかね、そういうのはね教えてもダメだ。その人が見よう見まね、ああ親方あの時親指に力が入ってるとか小指に力が入ってるとかね、そういうのを見ながら自分でやってその感覚を覚えるしかないんだよな。でもじゃあ職人だからそれでいいとは言えないんだよね。やっぱりそこに理論とか学問が備わっていかないとダメですよね。特に我々の花火なんて危険物を扱ってるわけですよ。危険なものを扱ってるんですよ。
We got to go into the locker where the finished shakudamas for the festival are located. And the Yon Shakudama? It's so big they stored it outside, in another area. It takes about a year to make one. Right away, you can see just how ridiculously big it is.
はい、今年の4尺2発です。9日1発、10日1発。
I was a little hesitant to enter this room, which is kept warm at all times.
ちょっと危なくない？
危ないよ。
危ないよね。
64や。
ああ。
60さっきのやつの64倍だよ。
64倍。
64倍。
64 times more powerful than the Shakudama? These 450 kilogram balls filled with stuff that explodes might make anyone nervous, but they're very well protected.
Powerful. 何の爆発時にそれに何の音出す？
いやいや、でかさ。
でかさ。
爆発の威力はもっとちっちゃい。あんまり大きくできない。
あとはアーティストかエンターテイナーどっちと思いますか？
経営者だね。
経営者ね。
それはじゃあ経営っていうのは何なんだっていうと違うんだよ。俺はいつも、人が欲しがるもの、人がああいいなお金出してもいいなっていうものを作る人ね、それが経営者だと思うのよ。
The morning of the festival. It was quiet, but the town was ready. This festival is held annually every 9th and 10th day of September. The program for the event is as big as a newspaper. It lists each firework sponsored with a message from the buyer. People can propose for marriage, celebrate a retirement from a company, remember a loved one with fireworks. Many are the number 10 Shakudama size. Several hours before nightfall, a truck with a crane enters the factory to pick up the Yon Shakudama. I headed out into the farm fields where the massive cannon was buried to watch them load it in.
So the Yon Shakudama is now en route from Honda-san's factory, and you can see down there, that is the cannon where they're going to be putting the Yon Shakudama and then launching it around 10 p.m. But it takes a little bit of effort because this thing is so big, it requires a crane to lower into the cannon.
Of course, great care is taken when transporting it. Honda-san directs the truck to the launching spot. I was situated on top of a hill that shields the blast during launch, which gave me a great view of the loading. Fireworks in the distance go off to announce the loading of the Yonshakodama around town. It's carefully lowered into the cannon where it'll be launched around 10 p.m., the finale for the festival. Again, it weighs about 420 kilograms, 925 pounds. Will be fired up about 800 meters, 2,625 feet, and have a width of about 800 meters. It's been about 20 years since there's been a misfire or problem. That's an incredible record considering the massive weight of the Yonshakodama, which is the largest firework in the world shot up by a cannon.
We've just seen Honda-san putting the Yonshakodama into the cannon. I have to be honest with you, when they removed it from the truck and started to put it into the cannon, I was a little bit nervous because, you know, you never know. There's always a chance that something might happen. But we have helmets on, which would probably protect us. Anyways, I'm really even more excited after seeing it put in the cannon, what it's going to look like in the sky tonight. We just have to wait about 5 hours, get some street food.
The shrine has gotten quite festive. Food stalls are up and the audience is making its way into the town from all over the country. You won't go hungry here. The sunset lights up the sky, a preview of the amazing colors that will light up the night here. The town is very quiet, most residents watching in open spaces or at the shrine's event viewing area. Each boom echoes across Katakai. The shrine is the liveliest place in town. But why does this fireworks festival take so long? 3 hours from 7 to 10 p.m.
So every couple of minutes they'll announce the sponsor of all the fireworks that are going up there, you see? So that's one of the reasons why this event will take over 3 hours for all of the fireworks to be launched. Each one of these is sponsored or has a message attached to it. So you'll see some massive fireworks taking place above me. There'll be about 5 or 6 of them, and there'll be a pause where they announce the next one. And that's the reason why this event takes 3 hours. And it won't be until about 10:30 that we see the Yonshakodama. So just be patient.
I put a camera in the rice paddies. It's nice to sit a little further out and get a more open view. You get a different feeling here than at viewing in the stands by the shrine. Let's speed this up and move on to the main event. As we drank and ate and enjoyed the announcements of family, friends, and work colleagues sharing a moment with fireworks, 10 p.m. quickly sprang upon us. It was time for the Yonshakudama. The announcement is exciting. It's accompanied with a loud alarm through the town that tells everyone about 1,000 meters away. The Yonshakudama didn't fire into the air, exploding near the ground. The few seconds before the launch seemed like an hour. Then, wait, that's not right. This is the first time in 20 years the Yonshakudama didn't launch properly. There's always a risk of this. The first of two during the festival did not launch into the sky. Still impressive, but to see it all, it needs to travel at least 700 meters into the sky. From the rice paddies about 2,000 meters away, it looked like this. And this is what I saw.
Well, I felt it. That was a big one. I felt it. It didn't quite get into the air, but wow. Yeah, the Yonshakudama didn't go up into the air, explode, and show us all of its glory, but there is a risk that it won't happen, and it's quite amazing that every year, despite that risk, they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. To me, that's pretty amazing. I like that spirit that they have. But because you watched all the way to the end, I cannot not show you, right? This is what the Yonshakudama would have looked like had it gone off this year.
On September 10th, success! A year's work becomes a very satisfying 15 seconds lighting up the Katakai night sky.
いや、そら失敗を恐れてはいません。
はい。
失敗するかもわかんないんだよね。
そう、わからないね。
そうそうそう。
はい。
だからそれなのに4尺を5尺を作ろうなんていうバカにはいないって。
Honda-san calls his creation crazy, but I see it as something else. He has the courage to think bigger and take risks to show something impressive every single year. And the effort, a year to make it, but less than a minute in the sky, has earned the respect of a nation. And yours truly. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button and check out another one of our shows. Don't miss my second live streaming channel, Only in Japan Go. And check out location photos on Instagram. Mata ne.